presentation of the National Football League. And now, your defending Super Bowl champions, Denver Broncos.
On the visiting sideline, their head coach. His guys ready to get this one going. On the other side, the head coach of the home team. His guys ready to feed off the energy in this building as they try to win one in front of the home crowd. About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night primetime. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. So here's the Charger offense making their way out. And trotting out there leading them is their fourth-year quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one is capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
Yeah, he's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. Second down now. They'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27.
Here we go. 70 Lions.
They'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. He'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
On 4th down, Jeremy Crawshaw on to punt. He'll send this away into the Rocky Mountain Night, and it's a good one. This is taken at the 15. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive As they come out for their first possession. As we get a peek at the former Red Raider and 10th pick in the 2017 draft, Patrick Mahomes.
And when you think of Patrick Mahomes, you start to think about all of his attributes, and you realize very quickly you can't just put him into one box. No matter how the game proceeds, no matter what is needed, he tends to have an answer for it and plays accordingly.
A quick throw caught by Evans out wide. Just a gain of a couple there. And it's second down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Hey, 15.
Now Mahomes. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down.
45-yard line.
Mahomes gets it out quickly, and it's complete out wide. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 17 more yards. They had 17 on the previous snap as well. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing now is Mahomes. They'll set up the screen for Hall. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
On the pickup brings up 2nd and 2 at the 29-yard line.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. That's Samuel, caught left side. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That's good for a first down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
And they're going to get it. They bring it down to a sack back at the 16-yard line. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further.
16-yard line.
15. Come back.
Here's Mahomes to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
It hasn't been a real good start to this game from a defensive perspective, but now after the incompletion on 2nd down, things may be changing. If they can come up with one more play, they might be able to get out of it with just a field goal attempt.
Maybe the first big test of the season here on both sides. This is 3rd and goal. Now here's Mahomes. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Chargers get set to go here for their 2nd drive. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways plays and try and find a way to win.
That one good for 26 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. They'll set up a throw. They'll swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be fourth down. 3-0 after one on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2, as they've got it with a fourth down coming up. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. First and 10. Mahomes going to change things up. First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. This is second and 8.
It's second and 8.
Attack!
To throw, it's Mahomes. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. Trying to escape the shadow of their goalpost. That helped. 10 yards, first down. On first and 10, it's Hall. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down, because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
Hall again on second down. And he's going to have the Broncos first down as they'll take this forward to the 27. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Throw left side, complete. That's Hall. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. And hang on here. We've got an injured player. And that's the running back, Breece Hall. Here's a second and 8. Mahomes going to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Williamson. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game, because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Back to the ground with Hall. That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
So from Charger territory now, here's a first and 10 at the 48-yard line. Mahomes now to throw. Taking a shot for Samuel. And he's got it inside the 10. And he'll will take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Deebo Samuel, 47 yards, as his guys are able to extend their lead. For the extra point, Cameron Dicker. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it's Deebo Samuel who caps things with a touchdown reception. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. He'll give it to Jacobs to start the drive. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. The first red zone opportunity of the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers have cut it back within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Patrick Mahomes in the offense heading back out. He had the short touchdown pass on their previous drive, and they'll begin again here on 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. Here's a 2nd and 3 now from the 33.
Yellow. Hey, 15.
Ball again. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, you know they had a 3rd down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
Yellow.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And this one out for Evans. And that's going to be incomplete.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And this one out for Evans. And that is incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes got his man, and that's the rookie 4th-round pick. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 39.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
That's another Broncos
Yellow.
first down.
Yellow.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Attack, attack. Yellow. Right side.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Yellow. Right side.
And again, it's Mahomes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Mike Evans in the final seconds of the first half. And the Broncos would extend their lead here just before halftime.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Dicker down to tack on the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7. So that drive in total 8 plays.
And it's Mike Evans who caps it with a touchdown reception. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third.
Joshua Party to kick off.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Broncos offense set to begin this third quarter. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Yellow, 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 yellow. Right side.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
When you're running the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available and incompletion as a result.
I go up. Hey, 15, 15, 15. Attack, attack. Take, go, go, go. Right side.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mahomes. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Yellow. 180.
Back to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
On a counter, it's Hall. 48 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Hall again on 2nd down. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32.
A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they establish that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
Attack, attack.
They go play fake. Mahomes. This is caught by Evans. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Mike Evans, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Broncos are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point try now from Dicker. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So that drive 6 plays, 75 yards. And it's Mike Evans who caps it with a touchdown reception. And he returns this to the 22. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. Looking to put a drive together. On the ground is Jacobs to start the drive. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 42-yard line. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
A gain of 14. First down, Chargers.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. The Chargers will bring out the field goal unit now. From the left hash, this from 46. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will close the gap down to 14. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
And we shift to spotlighting Mike Evans. He's been his typical solid and reliable self, hasn't he, Charles?
When you have that go-to receiver that you can count on in the situation where you absolutely have to have him, there's nothing better for anybody who's throwing the football. But the best part is the payoff. 2 touchdowns already. That's the bottom line when you throw the ball to a guy.
Absolutely. Not over 100 yards right now, but he does have the 2 touchdown catches.
First and 10 at the 41.
On 1st down, right back to Hall. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
Yellow. 180.
Looking to throw. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And all the way home for the Broncos. Broncos score. A great play there. 63 yards. And the Broncos will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. The partner, he has carried them in this ball game throwing the football. All 4 touchdowns through the air, and that's really helped them get this nice lead.
And I know it's a team game, but right now, he is truly the focal point. Every touchdown his team has so far has been the result of his arm. How about him throwing it downfield, creating big plays? I don't know how you slow him down unless you can make him uncomfortable in the pocket.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Now, after the Dicker field goal, he's back out, ready to send it away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest.
The Charger drive about to get going.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
He finds his man complete. That's Horton. Shoves him aside. He'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Prime Time.
We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Jacobs. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Josh Jacobs, 41 yards.
And the Chargers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Broncos offense and Patrick Mahomes headed back onto the field. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes the right read seemingly every time.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Yellow. 43! I'm ready!
Now Mahomes. Airing this one out for Evans. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line.
And this is seemingly how it's been all game long. This defense has been just a step too slow. And here they're burned again. Another big play.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10.
They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Here's 2nd and 10.
On play action, it's Mahomes. And a catch right side by Evans. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there, a 22.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the fourth quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
They'll run with Hall.
And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
3rd down and goal to go.
Yellow. Yellow, yellow.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. A great effort there. Already his 2nd touchdown here this opening weekend. And the Broncos are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So out come the Chargers. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, and to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. And they'll begin by running the option. And they'll get this up over the 25 to the 26.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. 2nd and 6. Right side, he finds his receiver, Horton. The Chargers on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 3.
3rd and 3.
He'll look to throw. And the Broncos get there and take him down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this one is incomplete. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
And Mahomes sees something. He'll change the play.
Hey, 15.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Mike Evans with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Broncos up the lead to 4 scores now here in this 4th quarter. Dicker down to tack on the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive.
And it's Mike Evans who caps it with a touchdown reception. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience.
They go play action here on first down. And bulldozing his way through. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at a 45. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
He'll drop to throw.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete passer we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10.
Chargers first down.
That's going to be caught. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal.
Jacobs is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line.
No gain there, and it's going to set up second and goal.
Leads to second and goal at the 2-yard line.
Here he goes.
They're going to look to throw. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Extra point splits the uprights. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone. And the Broncos are going to get the football. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
He gets it underneath to Hall.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4 at the Chargers' 34-yard line.
Mahomes going to throw it here. Open man is Samuel, complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
15. Hey, color.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Here's a diving catch right side. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Deebo Samuel, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division.